Welcome everybody to this week's quick pose tutorial. Today I'm going to talk about triangle pose or Trikonasana. And triangle is one of the poses that really is very complex. We do a lot of things in one position, and yet it's a really good one to incorporate. I incorporate it from like a beginner level to an advanced level, seniors for sure. Even the kids classes, I incorporate triangle pose in there pretty frequently. But there's things about triangle, common misalignments that people just kind of naturally let their bodies go into, that I want to kind of break down and just show you the whole fundamentals of the pose and what it is doing in our body. Okay, so for the sake of this little tutorial, we're going to make the left side of the mat the front, okay, and the right side of my mat is the back side. So I'm going to start widening my stance, staying completely forward with my feet, with my hips, with my shoulders, everything. I'm going to turn my left toes open towards the front of the mat. And this is a full external rotation of just the left hip and the left femur. Okay, so I'm not going to let my right hip follow and twist my hips forward. I want to keep my body facing towards the side of my mat. When we do triangle pose, a good cue or a good way to think of it, it's like we're putting our whole body in a toaster. Okay, so we want to keep this stack of the body and this positioning of the torso kind of through the whole pose. So we start with this external rotation of the left leg, so it is completely turned out. It causes us to need to engage the glutes. You'll notice the right toes are staying pointed towards the side or the long edge of my mat. Okay, and then I'm going to reach my arms nice and wide, just teeing them out to the side. When we draw our hips in and squeeze the glutes, you'll feel your torso sort of lift, and that's our natural cue to engage the core. So this is very much a core exercise as well. So what's unique here with the right leg staying straight, if you did the psoas focused strength, you'll notice this is a great hip flexor stretch. So we're going to reach forward, left side. Sometimes I turn the palms up and send the right hip back. So this leg is staying straight. We are lengthening laterally, so to the side, putting our body in sort of a unique position. So you will get like a really good stretch down the side of your abdomen, obliques, into the hips, possibly as well. So just stay here for a second. Keep the body square towards the long side of your mat. Okay, and just kind of hang out here. See how this feels. You can pull yourself back upright and send yourself forward, right hip back, pull everything back to the center, come into this extension again. You'll notice my legs are staying straight. A common sort of error is people really bend the front leg. Rather than doing that, I want you to start to windmill the hands down and just bring the left hand kind of to the inside of the thigh, or you can even hold onto your thigh and reach the right arm up. Keep the legs straight. The reason we do that, this is a full body pose. As we get more and more into it, we're stretching the hamstrings, we're opening the backside of the knees. Okay, so if I were to bend my leg, I'm going to completely lose all that stretch and opening that we're getting in the backside. Okay, so you can progress from here. Again, remember, it's like we're putting our body in a toaster. So hand down to the highest level of the block. One more added benefit in triangle pose is you can turn your gaze towards the ceiling if you feel comfortable. And this draws the entire spine also into a twist. So full twist. And you'll notice it takes a lot of effort here to keep the right shoulder drawn back, to keep pressing the hips forward, keeping everything nice and square, and also keeping the legs straight. Okay, some people will be able to come right down. Good. And also the obliques are working. We use this often as a way to strengthen the obliques. Good. Let's just try the other side since we're here. So toes forward. Right toes are going to turn towards the back of the mat. Left toes are going to stay pointed towards the long edge. Squeeze your bum, okay? Lift the torso up and away, connect with the core, so belly to spine. Arms will reach wide. You're gonna send your left hip back, torso forward over the right leg. You can come forward and back a couple times to get the feel of this movement, okay? And then when you're ready, allow the right hand to come down to the inside of the leg, lifting the left arm up. Try to draw the left shoulder back, press your hips forward, really engage through the obliques on the left side of the body. Little spinal twist if you turn the gaze up towards the ceiling. Good, and then a great sort of visual, and I cue this often, is to think about somebody pulling your fingers towards the ceiling. So as you come up and out, you're really using all the strength in the side body to bring yourself back up to standing. So that is triangle pose. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It's a challenging, and it's actually a very complex pose once you kind of feel it and understand what all is going on. Have an awesome day.